Most people believe influence comes from being seen. They believe power is loud. They believe attention is the ultimate currency. So they talk more. They stay longer. They laugh louder. And they fight harder to remain in the room. But human behavior follows patterns most people never notice. In the world of high-level social intelligence, the loudest person in the room is often the most exposed and the most vulnerable. Because when you constantly prove your presence, you quietly reduce your value. The most influential person in the room rarely competes for attention. In fact, the most influential person may have already left. Today, we are decoding a subtle psychological move used by highly perceptive individuals. A move I call the silent cutoff. A strategic disappearance based on one powerful psychological rule: the scarcity principle. In psychology, value is rarely created through abundance. It is created through scarcity. A single gold coin locked inside a vault feels valuable. But if that same coin were scattered across the street, no one would stop to pick it up. Human presence works the same way. When you are always available, always responding, and always present in every conversation, your psychological price begins to drop. Not because people consciously decide it should, but because the brain automatically assigns value to what feels limited. Highly intelligent people understand something most people miss. Availability is the enemy of perceived value. So instead of staying until people grow tired of them, they leave earlier. They exit the conversation before it becomes predictable. They disappear before their presence becomes routine. And when they do, something interesting happens. A psychological vacuum forms. People notice the absence. And suddenly, the value of that person rises. But the silent cutoff is not only about scarcity. It is also a diagnostic tool. Highly perceptive people understand that absence reveals truth faster than presence. When they withdraw, they observe what happens next. Does the other person reach out? Do they try to reconnect? Do they seem unsettled by the sudden silence? Or do they continue as if nothing changed? Each reaction reveals something valuable, because silence removes the noise of performance. Without constant interaction, people show their real level of interest, respect, and attention. This is why strategic withdrawal is powerful. It is not emotional avoidance. It is information gathering. It tells you who values your presence and who simply got used to it. And once that data becomes clear, your next move becomes obvious. There is another reason highly intelligent people master the silent cutoff: energy protection. Every social interaction is an exchange of influence. Some interactions sharpen your thinking. Others slowly drain it. Drama, stagnation, subtle disrespect, endless arguments that lead nowhere. Many people try to solve these situations through confrontation. But high-level social intelligence recognizes something simpler. Not every conflict deserves participation. Arguing with the wrong people rarely creates clarity. It only wastes attention. So instead of explaining, instead of debating, instead of trying to fix broken dynamics, they withdraw. Because argument is a waste of data. Withdrawal is a reallocation of resources. The silent cutoff is the ultimate test of social intelligence. It proves that your value does not depend on the approval of the room. When your presence becomes too common, its influence weakens. But when your absence becomes noticeable, your presence becomes powerful again. So if you ever find yourself in a space where your value is being diluted, do not argue. Do not explain. Just disappear. Because the smartest person in the room never needs to announce they are leaving. You only realize their influence once they are gone. Subscribe to sharpen your social intelligence. This is Influence Decoded.